We are live. I hope all of you can hear Taylor's famous "and we are live" because it's brilliant.
It's famous now? I'm flattered.
It's famous. He says, "and we are live." And we are live. Hi, everybody. It's Jill SImonian from PragerU Kids. I'll say it right off the top, PragerU.com/kids. Join us if you're a parent and educator. We're fighting back, taking back our kids' education to keep it pro-America, unbiased, all that good stuff. Someone special is sitting next to me.
Taylor?
Yes.
Taylor on one
and
side.
Will Witt is also here.
Will
Not
Witt
as
is also
special.
here. No, this is very special. We're sort of on fire today because they just showed me this Listen, I'm not going to lie. It's been a crazy week plus because we've had some ton of good news. Bestseller, baby. Otto's Tales, our brand new book for children, kindergarten through second grades, the national anthem and Pledge of Allegiance. You've been seeing it all over social media. Will and Amala and Taylor and everyone. We've all been talking
Jill
about
was
it.
on Fox News this past week about it as well.
We were on Fox News. So we're celebrating. We're wild and happy here celebrating our first book, bestseller on Amazon. But it's been a crazy week, and these guys just alerted me to let's call it a woke teachers' classroom philosophies regarding the Pledge of Allegiance. So we've been celebrating our Pledge of Allegiance with our book, but what is that? We got a viral video here that you guys just showed me, and I flipped out about it.
He's a TikTok teacher. That's a TTT. They're all over the place now. I see them all over TikTok. These teachers who are woke, just doing the worst things to children. It's horrible. It's horrible.
I'm not laughing because it's funny, but I'm laughing because you just would you put it in a nutshell, and you're right. Can we look? The headline on this live is describing this woke teacher, right?
Yep.
So
he's telling kids, well, I don't want to
Don't spoil it, Taylor.
Don't spoil it.
You guys
Let's
have to get
watch the
full
video.
Impact.
Let's watch the video.
All right, here we go.
All right. First of all, wait, you guys see this guy's mustache? I just have to mention this. It's a sick mustache. This
Game
guy's
recognized
facial hair-
game.
Real recognized real. All right, this guy's mustache is awesome. All right, let's go.
So I've made a few videos about the flag, about the pledge, and some people in the comments are asking, well, what do you do in the situation where the Pledge of Allegiance is happening at school? What do you do? This right here, this is what I do. So I don't stand, I don't say it, but I don't make a big deal about that I'm not standing or saying it either. I just kind of do my job. So I've made a few videos.
You know what?
Besides making that TikTok, he doesn't make a big deal.
Right. Let's
I don't make a big deal out of it.
Just make a huge
No
video
big deal.
about
Let me just tell everyone how great I am at my job.
I literally screamed. I'm a mom of elementary school kids. Earlier, that last school year, you guys have all heard me say this story around the office, and you who are joining us, we thank you for joining us. We're happy to have you here. Many of you have heard me say this story. I had a big personal vocal situation at my daughter's school last year because of this exact Pledge of Allegiance phenomenon where teachers just sort of forget to say it, or they opt out, or they're trying to make a covert statement in not saying it. It drives me nuts. And Will, we were looking at the background of this class. This looks like an elementary school class, right?
Yeah, I don't want to say for sure. This guy's in Illinois, as we know, and apparently he deleted his TikTok account.
Oh, he deleted it because he
Yeah.
didn't like people like us expressing our freedom of speech in reacting to his
Reacting to, yeah, exactly. But
listen, I don't want to be mean, but if you're a parent out there, I want to know, curious, if your kids' classrooms, I know we're on summer break now, but if your kids said the Pledge of Allegiance or didn't say the Pledge of Allegiance, I want you to leave your comment because I just sort of want to get a temperature reading as to what has been happening this last year. This is wrong. I understand that a lot of people might have opinions about the Pledge of Allegiance, but the pledge is one of the very, very, very few things that has the power to unite students together on a daily basis. And not saying the Pledge of Allegiance, especially when you have a teacher like this sitting down, setting an very poor example in the classroom on a daily basis, setting a poor example that he does not have the wherewithal to acknowledge the freedom that he is enjoying in this country. That is so disrespectful to me.
You should have to say the Pledge of Allegiance. It should be
Yes.
required. You shouldn't have a choice. No one should have a choice on whether or not they get to say the Pledge of Allegiance at a school. You should be forced to, because it's so important, because it's one of these. It's another thing that this leftist guy, this teacher, he's talking about, like, I don't make a big deal about it. But then there's another video of him talking about CRT, and then probably other leftist stuff and the gay pride stuff and all these different things. And it's like every little thing makes it so that we're breeding little people who hate this country and hate what we stand for. So it should be required. You should have to do the Pledge of Allegiance.
Okay, so I'm going to play devil's advocate here. I want to play devil's advocate because obviously I completely 100% agree with you, Will. We have
You
to
don't
set
have
example.
to.
No.
You can debate me.
I do. I'm not debating you because I agree with you. There's no point to agree. I fully agree with you. Every classroom should be saying the Pledge of Allegiance to set the tone of the day, to unite us as Americans, as a school, as a community, all that stuff. Devil's advocate, though, for the people that say, well, forcing children to say the Pledge of Allegiance is a form of indoctrination. What's your response?
This is a publicly funded school. Our tax dollars are going towards this school. It's a government institution, basically. And saying the Pledge of Allegiance isn't a political statement. You're not going on and saying, I pledge allegiance to Donald Trump, brother. Like, you're not doing anything like that. You're coming on and saying that you are a member of this country, you are a citizen, and that you are proud to be in this country. And that, even if you're not proud to be in it, you still recognize that the flag means something or meant something in the past.
Yeah, see, we got our flag behind us here. See the brilliance of this whole thing. We have our flag. We respect the flag. At the end, maybe we'll stand up and sing the national anthem. Yes? No?
Taylor can.
Will's a great singer.
Yeah.
We actually have a video where Will sings some woke patriotic songs.
I'm so excited for this video.
I haven't seen that one.
We just filmed it, but it's going to be potentially one of my top 20 best videos of all time.
I believe it.
All the way up there, huh?
I
Well,
believe
there's so
it.
many,
I believe it. Okay, do we have any comments about this Pledge of Allegiance? I don't think I'm overreacting as a parent.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. If we don't have any comments, so I'll tell you, just to put it in perspective, because of the last few weeks, all the big hot topic was, I'm triggered. A lot of these leftists were saying, I'm triggered by the American flag. The American flag stands for horrible things, and we need a new flag. That is the trendy conversation now, which, Lord help me, I don't know.
If you're triggered by the American flag, you need to rethink your life.
Yes, you do.
If you're that fragile that you're triggered by red, white, and blue on a flag, something is wrong with you.
Yes. There is something wrong with you. And just to put it in perspective, I live in a small town outside of Los Angeles where community unity was, it was awesome, okay? Not so much anymore, but it was. And beginning of last school year, when kids were on distance learning, I put out this community word to all of the Facebook groups, the parents groups, and I said, listen, our kids are not in school right now. There is a flagpole with our American flag on it in the Central Park, in the Center Park in the town, and why don't we all go there before the first day of school, and we can say the Pledge of Allegiance, parents, children together. I gave the kids candy and apples for the first day of school. It was a cute little thing. I sent it to the newspaper, the local newspaper, that's pretty much dedicated to our schools. And you know what they told me? Oh, we don't feel the need to publish this. So right then and there, red flag. Oh, something is happening with our Pledge of Allegiance, something in my little small town. You guys got to be aware as parents. Ask your teachers, next school year, do you say the Pledge of Allegiance? Get the answers that you need. Okay, so what else does this teacher say about CRT? Oh, he went off to the website. Let me see.
You want to watch this another Mustache Man video?
I would say, yeah.
So this comment right here is asking me to explain why not wanting critical race theory in the classroom is racist. Thank you for asking me this question. I'd love to explain it. So critical race theory talks about how the systems that we have, the laws that we have, how all of those are designed to oppress people groups. Things like mass incarceration, the prison industrial system, the military industrial system, all of those are used to oppress people groups.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
He's talking about the military-industrial complex. It's like, let's say this is elementary school. Explaining what the military-industrial complex is to 4-year-olds? How does that even work?
It doesn't.
It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
By teaching this in the classroom, we can show our kids what systems need to be challenged and thought about differently. Racism isn't going to be fixed by me going down to a kid right here and saying, hey buddy, you really need to be nicer to that kid over there, even though they look a little bit different than you. We can dismantle racism by dismantling systems of oppression, not by being nice to people. When you don't want to teach future generations about how these systems
I don't even know how to
oppress
react.
people, you're taking the side of the oppressor, being racist.
I don't even know. Honestly, like, I'm at a loss as a parent because I know that when you're trying to teach children things, the most effective way to teach them is to have a consequence and to constantly tell them if they are right or wrong about something. And if a child does make a racist comment, yes, it is effective to lean down and say what you said was wrong. That is incorrect. There has to be a consequence for that.
Right. But little kids aren't racist unless they're taught to be racist.
Exactly.
Unless something is given to them, like either by their parents or something within the school, it has to be taught. Little kids aren't going to other kids, and little white kids aren't going to black kids and saying, we hate you, or calling them the N-word, some sort of pandemic or something. It's not happening. It's made up by teachers like this who went to college, think that they're so smart, and then come in and brainwash our children.
It is made up. And CRT essentially teaches kids to be racist because what it does is teaches history through a lens of race. It teaches math through a lens of race. It teaches reading comprehension through a lens of race. I've literally seen this in my kids' curriculum. I've seen how the gold rush can be positioned as, oh, this was a very racist time and it wasn't fair. Literally the California gold rush. And when you teach kids how to see color before anything else, that's what racism is. I don't get it. You guys, I'm having a hard time.
It's weird. They usually don't let people with mustaches like this that close to a school anyway.
Oh, no.
But
Okay, so instead of all this, what we want to do is to what? To teach our kids how to unite, how to appreciate this country, because not saying the Pledge of Allegiance in a class, teaching children to see color first, those are all ways to divide us, and those are all vehicles for teaching kids how to hate this country. And I'm not being dramatic about this.
no. Jill, you've never been dramatic.
I am dramatic a little bit. I flipped
You are
out
the
when
most
I saw
level-headed
it.
person I've ever met in my life.
Can you hear the sarcasm in his voice? I love it. But I'm not going to apologize for it, because when you teach kids how to hate each other, you're teaching them how to hate this country. And I used to think that that was exaggeration. Oh, no one's teaching our kids to hate this country. No, they are being taught to hate this country.
The
And we
teachers
don't
are
want them.
admitting it. They're
They are
literally
admitting
admitting it.
I know. And they're trying to do it anyways through.
They're proud to teach kids that. That's the thing now. It's not even covert anymore, because they're proud to say, yes, I'm coming on here. I'm filming my stupid video of my mustache and mullet, and I'm going to come and talk about how much I hate this country, and that I'm telling your kids how much I hate this country. They're now proud of it instead of trying to hide it covertly. They want people to know that this is what they're pushing, because it's supposedly racial justice, when really it's just telling people to hate this country.
And like you said before, it is our tax dollars, and we tend to forget that. Anyone with kids in public schools, it is our tax dollars. Teachers are paid by tax dollars. They should not be teaching political ideas, slanted agendas, stories, narratives. That does not belong. We want unbiased education.
That's exactly right.
Is there such thing as unbiased education anymore? I think there is. We just have to find it.
Yes. I'm sure there is. I mean, yeah.
Unbiased education, unity, Pledge of Allegiance and National Anthem. Now this teaches, you've read this, Will, right?
Many times.
You've read this. You've read this
well,
many
Taylor
times.
read it to me. I couldn't finish it.
Taylor, it was too hard for you?
It's right at Will's reading level, so just
This
let
is
that pass.
let me tell you, to offset, these headphones are throwing me off, guys. I'm putting the headphones on for the technical purposes, but what's happening in our schools is that the libraries are being compromised, the teachers are compromised, the textbooks are compromised. Something that we can do as parents that's easy and only costs $10, $9.99, I think. So our goal is to challenge all of you, parents and teachers, to start donating books to the libraries, to the school libraries, to the classrooms, to the teachers. Start donating books that reset all of this. Because if we don't course correct it as parents, as taxpayers, it's not going to course correct. And one way to do it, I mean, my school PTA all the time says, donate to the library, hi, here's something, you're getting this in the fall. Every school in my district, they're going to say, oh, that Jill SImonian has really taken it to another level. But donate these books to your libraries.
Yeah, buy hundreds.
Buy hundreds of them.
And donate them all.
Because these are the values, the American values that are being abandoned in our school. And if we don't put these values back, we aren't going to have a country. And that's not hyperbole. If we do not put our American values, hard work, responsibility, equality under God, if we don't put these values back into our schools, they're going to be gone from the schools forever. Quite frankly, they kind of already are, and they're going to be gone from our country forever. And what kind of a country are we going to have? We're not going to have a country, because we are going to have a generation of children, 2 generations, quite frankly, that has no idea, respect, or appreciation for what our country was founded upon. And it's over. And it's over.
That's right.
And it's sad. And that makes me cry. One day
Don't
I am
cry,
going to
Jill.
cry. One day I am going to cry on one of these lives, you guys. No joke.
I feel like
I
it
will
happened
be-
once.
I will be
already.
out of here.
It's
What?
too late. There was one though. I forget what video it was, but you cried.
I got a little emotional. What were we talking about? Oh, we were talking about race. We were talking about CRT in the classes, and I got emotional because it bothers me a lot. Okay. Any questions on the live comments? Buy the book.
Buy it.
Buy it. Do it.
Do it.
I did drop the link in the comments.
I'm not, this is not a money-making thing, you guys. Honestly, we're not making any money on this book at all. Nothing. Pretty much nothing. But it's a good book for your children. Will loves it. Taylor loves
I
it.
do.
Yes.
I do.
And
Nothing?
we want all of you to keep watch in
That's
your
okay.
schools. Keep watch for teachers.
Yes, teacher watch.
Maybe we'll see the teacher again next week.
I would like that. I would like to see that mustache again.
Well, he deleted his TikTok, so he's nowhere to be found.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Well, maybe he's somewhere else.
Okay.
we'll
All
find him.
right. Well, thank you for watching, everyone. We just wanted to check in, say hello, remind you that we do have great resources at PragerU.com/kids. The videos, we have a total of 7 different content lines, videos, books, magazines for kids, great for summer reading, summer watching, summer learning. This is a great chance to, prevent that summer slide, like they say, for students that are having a good time in summer, but you still need their brains engaged so that they know what they're doing in the fall. So check out PragerU.com/kids. And if you want to become a member of PragerU Kids for educators and parents, you can become a member, because we do all sorts of educational live events, and you get special content and newsletters and a lot of good stuff that frankly you want to. Oh, and you get access to our Facebook group too, where parents and teachers are sharing solutions and issues happening in their district. And there's a ton of positivity happening where people are sharing stories of going to school board meetings and combating critical race theory or gender identity lessons in their classrooms. And it's a lot of positive stuff in this very weird time. So thanks for watching.
Thank you. That just made me super nostalgic about summer vacation. You mentioned summer, and I was remembering when I didn't have to go to school for like 3 months and didn't have to do anything.
But did your parents say,
I had to work.
Yeah, you had to
but,
work.
Still no school. I hated school. Anyway.
Oh, don't hate school. I'm the mom at home that says you have to do your worksheet. And I assigned my kids something today where they needed to read about the Paul Revere's Midnight Ride, and they were going to write paragraphs about it. So summer learning for the
Wow.
win. Yes.
That's tough, Jill.
I know.
I don't know if I could
They
be.
call me
Sounds
mean
hard.
mommy.
Mean mom.
And then they say, I love you, mommy, but you're so mean. I go, that's okay. It's because I love you. Okay.
Dana says she bought the book. Thank you, Dana.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Dana.
Dana.
Donate it to your library, your school library, your children's classroom, all of that good stuff. Thanks for watching, you guys. This was just a quickie to say hello.
Peace.
Peace.